You find a book that should not exist. Every page seems to whisper that it has a secret. Hundreds of years have passed, and nobody has been able to read it. The more you stare at it, the stranger it becomes. You are standing in front of one of history's greatest mysteries. A manuscript filled with elegant writing, strange plants, mysterious diagrams, and symbols that appear to belong to no known language. It sits quietly behind glass today, yet it has challenged cryptographers, historians, linguists, and dreamers for more than a century. The book is known as the Voynich Manuscript. At first glance, it looks ordinary enough. It is a handwritten book created on animal parchment. The pages are covered with flowing text written in an unknown script. Detailed illustrations appear throughout the manuscript. Some show plants that do not seem to exist. Others show circular diagrams that resemble stars, planets, or maps. Several pages contain drawings of small human figures bathing in green liquid connected by strange tubes and pools. Nothing about it feels completely real, and that is exactly why you cannot look away. The story begins long before the manuscript became famous. Scientific testing performed at the University of Arizona later showed that the parchment dates to the early 15th century, placing its creation somewhere around the years 1404 to 1438. That discovery eliminated many theories that claimed the book was a modern forgery. Whatever the manuscript is, it appears to be genuinely old. Yet age only deepens the mystery. Imagine opening a book written hundreds of years ago and realizing that nobody on Earth can understand a single sentence. Every page contains lines of carefully structured symbols. The writing does not look random. Certain words repeat. Some symbols appear frequently while others are rare. The patterns resemble real language, but no language has ever matched it. Over the years, countless people have tried to solve the puzzle. Some believed it was written in a lost language. Others argued that it was an elaborate code hiding secret knowledge. A few suggested that it might contain medieval medicine, astronomy, or alchemy. Some even wondered whether it was created by someone who invented an entirely new writing system. The manuscript takes its modern name from Wilfrid Voynich, a rare book dealer who purchased it in 1912. When you imagine him opening the strange volume for the first time, you can almost feel the excitement. He believed he had discovered something extraordinary. He was right. The mystery quickly attracted scholars from around the world. One of the earliest clues appeared in a letter found with the manuscript. The letter suggested that an earlier owner believed the book might have been written by Roger Bacon, a famous medieval scholar. For years, that possibility fascinated researchers. If Bacon had created the manuscript, it might explain its unusual content. Unfortunately, the dates did not fit. Carbon dating showed that the manuscript was created long after Bacon's lifetime. The mystery survived. Then came the codebreakers. During the 20th century, some of the world's most talented cryptographers examined the text. Among them was William Friedman, one of the greatest codebreakers in American history. Friedman helped break important military codes and played a crucial role in modern cryptography. If anyone could solve the Voynich manuscript, many believed it would be him. Yet even Friedman failed. After years of study, he could not produce a convincing translation. The manuscript remained silent. That failure is one reason the mystery became legendary. When experts capable of breaking wartime ciphers cannot decode a book, you begin to wonder whether the problem is deeper than encryption. Maybe the text is not encoded at all. Researchers continued searching for answers. Statistical analysis revealed something surprising. The writing behaves like real language in many ways. Words follow recognizable patterns. Certain combinations appear more often than chance would predict. The structure seems organized rather than random. Linguist Jacques Guy was among those who argued that the manuscript displays characteristics normally associated with genuine language. The text appears too sophisticated to be meaningless scribbles, yet nobody can read it. That contradiction sits at the heart of the puzzle. As you move through the manuscript, the illustrations become even stranger. Pages devoted to plants show species that do not clearly match anything found in nature. Some resemble real herbs. Others appear to combine features from multiple plants into impossible hybrids. Medieval medicine relied heavily on herbal remedies, leading many researchers to suspect that the book contains medical knowledge. Then there are the astronomical sections. Circular diagrams fill entire pages. Stars, suns, and moon-like shapes appear throughout the manuscript. Some researchers think these pages may represent calendars or observations of the sky. Others believe they reflect symbolic or spiritual ideas rather than actual astronomy. The famous bathing figures create another layer of mystery. Small human forms, often female, appear inside pools, connected by elaborate networks of pipes. The images look almost playful, yet nobody knows what they represent. They might depict medical treatments. They might symbolize natural processes. They might mean something entirely different. Every explanation seems possible until you examine it closely. Then the certainty disappears. In recent decades, computers joined the search. Advanced software analyzed the text, looking for hidden patterns. Artificial intelligence systems examined word frequencies and sentence structures. Some studies suggested similarities to natural languages. Others proposed connections to specific language families. One researcher who attracted significant attention was Stephen Bax. He argued that a handful of words might be partially identifiable by comparing illustrations with likely labels. His work generated excitement because it offered a possible path toward understanding the manuscript. Yet the broader mystery remained unsolved. Other researchers reached different conclusions. Some proposed that the manuscript records an otherwise unknown language. Others suggested it may represent a compressed coding system. A few skeptics argued that the entire book could be an elaborate hoax designed to imitate meaningful text without containing any real message. Even that theory faces problems. Creating hundreds of pages of convincing linguistic patterns by hand would have required enormous effort. The manuscript follows rules too consistently to be easily dismissed as nonsense. If it is a hoax, it is one of the most sophisticated hoaxes ever created. You begin to understand why the mystery refuses to die. Every generation believes it might finally solve the puzzle. New technology arrives, new theories emerge, new experts take their turn. The manuscript waits patiently, and it wins again. Today, the book resides in the collections of Yale University. High-resolution images allow anyone to examine its pages. Thousands of amateur investigators have joined professional researchers in the search for answers. The Internet has transformed the mystery into a global collaboration. Still, no translation has achieved widespread acceptance. No secret message has emerged. No definitive author has been identified. The manuscript continues to guard its secrets. Perhaps that's why it fascinates you so deeply. Most mysteries eventually shrink as new evidence appears. The Voynich Manuscript seems to grow larger. Every answer creates new questions. Every clue opens another door. You are not simply looking at an old book. You are looking at a conversation that has lasted for centuries. A conversation between the unknown author and everyone who has tried to understand them. Maybe the manuscript contains lost scientific knowledge. Maybe it records a forgotten language. Maybe it preserves ideas from a world that vanished long ago. Or maybe the truth is something nobody has imagined yet. That possibility keeps the mystery alive. The book does not need monsters, treasure, or supernatural powers to capture your imagination. Its greatest power is uncertainty. It reminds you that even in a world mapped by satellites and connected by computers, some questions remain unanswered. You can study every page. You can analyze every symbol. You can gather every expert. And still the manuscript refuses to speak. You find a book that should not exist. And by the end of its story, you realize it exists precisely because nobody can read it. Thanks for watching Mark's Cave Stories. If you enjoyed this mystery, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another fascinating story. Until next time, keep questioning the unknown, because sometimes the greatest mysteries are the ones that are still waiting to be solved.